All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something you literally have right in front of you, your hands. We're going to get into what their temperature and their condition can tell you about your health. It's pretty fascinating stuff, so let's get right to it. You know the feeling, right? Maybe you're that person who's always wearing gloves inside, or you shake someone's hand and think, whoa, they're freezing. Well, turns out those little observations aren't just random. They can actually mean something. And that's really the big idea for today. Think of your hands as a kind of mirror, or maybe even like a simple dashboard, giving you a quick look at what's going on under the hood. So let's explore this whole mirror concept. Your hands, they're not just existing on their own out there. Nope, they are deeply, deeply connected to all the complex systems that keep your body running every single day.
And these are the big three we're really going to focus on. Your hands can hint at how well your blood is moving around, how your nervous system is doing, and here's the kicker, even the health of your gut. Yeah, I know, that one sounds a bit out there, but stick with me.
All right, let's tackle the big one, the classic debate. Is it better to have warm hands or cold hands? What's the deal? Let's break down what each one might be telling you. So here's the general consensus. Consistently warm hands, usually that's a good sign. It points to good blood flow and a pretty calm, balanced nervous system. But on the flip side, if your hands are always cold, that can be a bit of a red flag. It might signal poor circulation or that you're stuck in a stress response. And in some cases, it could even be a clue pointing toward bigger things like metabolic or thyroid issues that are throwing your body's thermostat off balance. And this quote just nails it, doesn't it? It's that mind-body connection in action. Feeling stressed or anxious can literally make your hands cold, whereas feeling open and full of life can physically warm them up. It's your internal state showing up on the outside. So cool. Okay, now for what might be the most surprising twist in this whole story. We mentioned gut health before, but seriously, how on earth is your digestive system linked to whether your fingertips feel like ice? This is where things get really fascinating. It feels totally counterintuitive, right? But the science is starting to show this incredibly powerful, if indirect, connection. So how does it actually work?
Okay, so check out this chain of events that researchers have seen. It all starts in the gut. Let's say something disrupts your gut bacteria, like a round of antibiotics. Well, that shift throws your whole body's internal thermostat out of whack. And the end result? A drop in your core body temperature that you actually feel in your extremities, as cold hands and feet. It's just a perfect example of how everything is connected.
But hey, it's not all about temperature. That's a huge clue for sure, but your hands have other ways of talking to you. Let's look at a few other things to pay attention to. As you can see, there's a lot more to it. And what's wild is how many of these clues point right back to our internal organs. You got hot, red hands, could be linked to digestion. Super dry, itchy palms, that might be a sign from your gut or even your liver. And sweaty hands, that could be a flag for hormonal stuff related to the thyroid or diabetes. It just goes to show how much our hands can reflect what's going on deep inside. And I want to zoom in on that sweaty hands point for a second, because the sources highlight three major potential causes to be aware of. First is a condition called hyperhidrosis. That just means excessive sweating. But the other two are diabetes and thyroid disorders. So that's three really important potential flags to keep in mind. So, we've talked temperature, we've talked that crazy gut connection, and other symptoms. Let's pull it all together now and think about the big picture. What's the main takeaway here?
Okay, let's boil it down. First off, your hands are an amazing, easy-to-access window into your health. Their temperature alone can tell you about circulation, stress, even your gut. Then you got other clues like sweat or dryness, but, and this is the most important part, this is all about awareness. It is not about self-diagnosing. The goal is just to get better at noticing the subtle signals your body is sending you all the time.
So really, the next time you notice your hands feel super cold or strangely warm, just try to shift your thinking. Don't just see it as a random, isolated thing. See it for what it is. A piece of data. A little message from that massive, interconnected system that is you.
And that really brings us to the final thought. Your body is in constant communication mode. It's always talking. The real question is, are you listening? Thanks for joining me for this explainer.